Hello, everyone, and very happy new year to all of you. We have officially entered 2019, and I'm sure a lot of you have New Year's resolutions, or have, if you don't believe in resolutions, maybe you've set some goals and promises to yourself that you want to make sure that you attain and keep this year. So I am refreshed. I hope you are as well after spending hopefully some quiet time with the holiday season. Maybe you spent it with friends or family. Hopefully you had some time for reflection. And hopefully you also watched the last video. I went dark the week of Christmas, so I didn't have a video last week, but the week prior, I talked a little bit about the planning guide that I offered last week instead of a video for 2019. So I hope that you took advantage of jumping on the email list so that way you could get the planner and that you have made some great plans for your business this year. Today's video is going to be really quick, and I have some great educational videos in line for this year that I'm excited to share with you. But I thought for the first video of the year, I would speak to a select group of people who I think should really consider, going after having a business as a virtual real estate transaction coordinator. So I'm going to talk to those three people, those three segments of people specifically today in this video. But remember, there are many of you who watch who you may not fit into those categories, but this is still a wonderful option for you. So make sure you stay tuned in. And thank you again so much for staying with me into the new year. I'm so happy to have you all here, and I really appreciate your ear and your time that you give me to listen to these videos and to learn more about virtual real estate transaction coordinating. So the three groups that I want to specifically talk to this week are stay-at-home moms, general virtual assistants, and then real estate agents who may not have grown their business yet. And so I'm going to start with the first category. So if you are a stay-at-home mom, this business is especially family friendly, and especially if you have young kids, but let's say that they're school age, you are really in a prime opportunity to have that set free time during the day while your kids are away where you can work on files. But even if you have kids at home, like I do, you are able to still very much have a successful business as a virtual real estate transaction coordinator, because you can fit your schedule, to make it work with your family needs. And so one of the highlights, and if you've watched any of my prior videos, you know that I speak consistently and frequently about how family friendly the business is. And, that's something that's kind of near and dear to my heart. I want to be able to have something that I can work on that's important to me. But then also I want to be there, for my family. And so it really is the best of both worlds. And of course, I'm not talking like there aren't days when things don't go wrong. Of course, I still live in the real world, but I just want you to know that I think it's a great home-based business to have when you have a family and if you're a stay-at-home mom. Alrighty, the second category that I want to speak to are general virtual assistants. Now, before I decided to focus on real estate, I was a general virtual assistant. And so for those of you who don't know what that means, that means, kind of what it says. You don't specialize in anything. So you're not specializing in graphic design or website design or what have you. You serve any and everyone who comes in your door. And I was that person. I had a personal chef. I had a magazine publishing company. I had franchise consultants. I had a virtual CFO. I had all types of various clientele, and it was a good experience and I learned a lot. But it's tough working in all those different industries. And so when you're able just to focus on one, not only do you have more opportunities to grow your skill set, I really believe and now see that you become much more valuable when you're marketing yourself to grow your business. So if you are VA, looking at your calendar, hoping that you can have some more hours, needing more hours, I really suggest that you look into focusing primarily on real estate and assisting realtors virtually by managing their transactions. So that's exactly what I do. That's what this YouTube channel is all about, as well as my blog and my membership community. So I highly, highly suggest that you think about that this year. So that way you're no longer having empty space on your calendar and needing to fill it. It's a big deal. It really is. So think about it. And then the last category that I want to speak to today are real estate agents who you have not yet grown your business. And so I know that there are right now, I believe the National Association of Realtors lists 2.2 million licensed realtors in the country. Now, of course, that being said, we know that there are some realtors who, maybe they're just starting their business, or maybe they started, their business and it isn't going the way that they want it to go. So if that's you, I want you to consider, becoming a virtual real estate TC. You already have your real estate license, and what you can do is actually use that as a leg up, and possibly that could be a reason for you to charge a little bit extra per transaction because you are a licensed realtor. So you can do more as a realtor. You can negotiate contracts, that type of thing, which a TC cannot. And that's not the purpose and role of a TC anyhow. Negotiating contracts, that type of thing, of course, is the job of the realtor. However, I just want to say that, don't give up on your real estate dreams if you were setting out to be a realtor and, buy and sell homes all year long, but just maybe it's going slow or, it just isn't working out how you thought. Don't give up on the idea and maybe just take a step back and really hone your skills of working transactions from the back end. And then, step back into your realtor career when you see fit. But I believe having the back end knowledge and really knowing how to work your files, it really will set you up for success once you do grow your business. And once you grow your business and you need a TC, it will make hiring very easy because you'll know exactly what you're looking for, and you'll know how to run the transactions yourself. So it'll also make training very easy. So I hope that all three, ladies who fit that category, real estate agents, stay-at-home moms, and general virtual assistants, I really do implore you to give it some thought this year of, transitioning to, having a virtual real estate transaction coordinator business. It's something that I have really come to, love over the years. But I have to say, sharing knowledge with all of you and coaching and having clients who I mentor, that actually is just right alongside it. I really love doing that. And I love even more hearing results. I love getting emails saying, hey, I just got my second client. Hey, I got my first client. I love connecting. So if I ever run across anyone who needs help, I think of the people who I know, my students, the members in the community, in my membership community, people who have just emailed me. And I try to be a connector because it really does bring me joy. Just knowing that, I'm helping someone. So I thank you guys so much. And I'm excited to start next week off with some trainings again, like we did last year. So look forward to that. But I'm excited. Make sure that you make it happen this year. If you were dragging your feet a little bit on your virtual real estate TC business, don't do that any longer. You owe it to yourself to give this your best shot. Because if you don't, you're going to look back and think like, why didn't I do that? Like, don't have any regrets. Don't give or take any excuses. Do this. Do this for yourself. Do it for your family. But at the end of the day, you have to do it for yourself. No one else can. I really believe that motivation is intrinsic. And so you, at the end of the day, have to be, motivated and want it enough to really follow through. I can come on your screen and I can encourage you and I can tell you that you can do it, that I've been there. I didn't have any experience when I started. I didn't know any business people when I started. I didn't have any realtor friends when I started. So, I can encourage you by sharing my story, and I don't mind doing that. But at the end of the day, you do have to go out there and do the work. But I believe that it's rewarding, or I wouldn't be on this channel. So thank you all. Happy New Year again. And I, pray that everyone has a very healthy and happy and safe and prosperous 2019. So until next week, make it a great week. Bye.